Everyone, welcome back to Exclusive Models. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today I'll be taking you on how to cut fitted Cowl Abaya dress using this fabric. The fabric I'm using is 3 yards of the fabric I'm using is 3 yards. So the first folding is going to be into 2, then into 4. This is into 2 first. So you can see the folding now. This is into 4. Then I'm leaving slit allowance at the front here, because it has a slit at the front at the neckline here. It doesn't have a slit at the down, and it also has a slit at the center of the front here. As I'm folding in such a way that it's going to have a slit allowance here. So this particular fabric that I'm about to use, I've cut it in another form of style, then I lose it to cut this particular style. So just be watching the way I'm going to take the necessary measurements. So the first thing I will be taking here is the length of the sleeve. After folding your 3 yards into 2, the first thing you're going to take is the shoulder slant. I'm making use of shoulder slant of 1/2 inch here. Then this is going to be the center of the neckline. I'm starting from here, the center of the dress. I'm starting from here, from this edge here. You can see, to know the length of my sleeve, the length of the sleeve is 22.5 inches. You can see where it is. You can see 22.5 inches. So from here now, I'm going to take a measurement of 5.5 inches. A measurement of 5.5 inches to have my straight cut. Then from here, from this 5.5 inches, I'm going to cuff it down to the full length. Here. Then you're going to take the measurement of the tightness too of the full length. So here I'm making use of 10 inches just to make the core to come out very well. You can see, so you can see it now. So from here I'll be slanting it all to that 5 inches. Just be watching me. I'm using my free hand to slant it. So you can see, to cut out the neckline after slanting it with an 1/2 inch shoulder slant, you can see to this area. The next thing I'm going to cut out now is the neckline. The neckline is 2.5 inches wideness for the back and for the front, but the deepness here I'll be making use of when I straight it up to this area like this. I'll be making use of 2 inches for the back like this. Then I'll connect it, you can see. Then 2.5 inches for the front. This is the front neckline, you can see now. So by the time I cut it out now, you're going to see it properly. The first cut is going to be the back, which is 2 inches of 2.5 wideness. Then the front, which is 2.5 inches of 2.5 inches wideness. You can see it now. You cannot see the neckline. Then I'm going to split it. I'm slitting my neckline down to 2 inches from here. It has a small slit to 2 inches. So I'm going to do so now. So you can see now, this is not the front, the back neckline. This is the front neckline, and this is the slit allowance that I'm using for the front. You can see it now. So after I'm chucking it out this way, the next thing to do now is to cut it out. So I'll be cutting it out this way. Then I'll slant it down to the mean length. So this is now the shape from the full length here, the line from the length to this area. You can see it now. You can see the shaping from here to here. What makes me to call it a fitted Cowl Abaya dress is that it has a inner rope, inner belt that can sew to the, you can tie it to the front and as well tie it to the back, so it will now give the back a shape and the front a shape as well. To determine the waistline, I'm starting from the shoulder here. The waistline here is 15.5 inches. This is my waistline. You can see the fitted waist measurement is 27 inches. So since we are dealing with the front only, as we're going to deal with the front separately and with the back separately, so 27 divided by 2 will give us 13.5 inches. So 13.5 inches divided by 2, this has been folded into 2, is going to give us 6.75. So this is the area I'm going to attach the belt at the one side of the fabric. So the same thing applicable to the other sides too. When you minus these inches out, this is the area you're going to attach the belt. You can see this area. So this is the line of the waist. The waistline is here. This is the area we're going to attach the belt. So the first thing you're going to do here, you can bias the neckline. You can as well put a facing at the neckline to turn the neckline, and again join the two shoulders, tape the roundness of the sleeve here, then you stitch the side. Then at the down part here, I told you it has a slit here, so I'm going to slit it up to the neckline, just that the 2 inches I'm using here, the 2 inches I'm using at the neckline here, that is where I'm going to stop my stitching, but I'm going to slit it down to the center of both sides. So now this is the slitting. You can see it's now into 2. The first thing I'll be doing here is to attach the belt. So I'll be using this for the belt. So I'm cutting this in 4 places now. The belt length depends on the length you want. You can make it longer than this if you like. So the belt length I'm using here is 25 inches. You can see it's 25 inches, and this is for 2. This is the belt for the 2 sides at the front, and I'm going to cut the same to the back also. The first process is to attach the belt to the notch area with chalk, to the chalk area. You can see. So I'm going to put this here now, then I'll stitch it down, and it's going to be at the wrong side of this time. You know it's going to be in, so it's going to be at the wrong side. We've done that to both sides at the front. So I'm going to do that to the back also. Stitch the neck. I've cut out small facing, you can see it. You can see, instead of making use of bias, you can also make use of the main fabric and stitch it at the right side of the dress. You can as well top stitch it. So you can see it. So I'll be doing the same to the front as well. Welcome back. This is the finished work so far. This is the core fitted dress. You can see core fitted abaya dress. You can see it. This is the front and this is the back. You can see it. And it also has a slit at the neckline here. You know, I showed it to you when I was slitting it, and this is the slit. You can see it, a small slit here. You can do it this way, you can also make it this way. So you know, it has inner belt that we attach to it. So to tight that, you have to put your hand in, tie those two that you stitch at the front. These are the two. You tie it at the back. Tie the two at the back. That's where I'm tying it. And also pick the two at the back. The two at the back, tie it to the front, just to shape it, to make a shape to the back also. So you can see the front now. You can see the front, and this is the back also. You can make use of anything to make a design on either trimmings. I make use of a bud stone. You can see this is the bud that I used for the design at the front. You can see how beautiful it turns out. If you are new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials. And for those people that have already subscribed, I really appreciate you guys for watching my video always. See my next tutorial. Assalamu alaikum.